Okay. All right. Well, welcome, guys, to our call. This is just our Sunday night, call that we get together, and I am going to just share with you guys just really kind of what I do when I sit down with people, and just kind of some numbers that I show people just to really cast the vision. And sometimes I really don't think that that some people really understand just the power of geometric progression and really what this opportunity is like. And I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate to me, the Cougars are the royal family. Like, I don't know about Queen Elizabeth and that royalty, but this to me is the royal family. And so we have the new addition, Soul Gene, that came in on 7/7. So Eric and PETA, and you guys, this is a legacy company. Like, I don't know if you guys know the history of Isagenix, and I'm going to put it when I put the recording of this call, but to listen to Kathy and Jim Coover talk about the history of Isagenix, it's truly, if you don't know what we're sitting on, because it just deserves the utmost respect. I'm telling you, with just knowing Jim and Kathy and Eric, personally, just what they're doing and how they're thinking forward for this company. It's a legacy company. You can will this spot to your children. And so I just really want to just kind of cast that for everybody. And this is something that we should all be able to know and all be able to draw out for people. If you're on this call, I imagine that you're open to the opportunity, or you're building an Isagenix legacy business. And when I was speaking with people lately that have been in some other companies, and this isn't to knock any company or anything like that, but I was speaking to Dave MacArthur too the other day, and he serves on the Millionaire panel, and he just how Jim and Kathy and Eric and the whole corporate staff, they listen to the associates, and Isagenix truly lives by the model. If it's not right for the associate, it's not right for the company. And just to really think about just all that they do, and just knowing kind of what some other people in other network marketing companies, or the comp plan structure, or the breakaways, or the letdowns, it's Isagenix in the 5 years almost that I've been in, they only keep making things better. So I want to start, this is really to kind of cast the vision of long-term, of understanding what these numbers and how your organization can grow. I have now hundreds of people a month are joining my organization. Even if I only enroll 2 people, hundreds of more people are in my organization every month because of what's called geometric progression. I want to make sure everybody understands that. So, and everybody to answer this, go in the chat for me right now and just say, which one would you rather? I want to know who would rather $1 million right now, or but a penny that only doubles for 30 days and then it stops. So it goes 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, or I'm sorry, 1 cent, 2 cent, 4 cent, 8 cents, 16 cents. All right, we got some chats going. So some people have seen this. So the penny. All right. So people who are saying the penny, that's the good stuff. So that little penny, you guys, comes to over $5 million. $5 million is what this penny comes to. Are you showing this to people when you're talking about the opportunity, or for somebody, if I'm just sharing my Isagenix business story or the opportunity, I don't go into all this detail, right? But this is something that once somebody has expressed interest in Isagenix, once somebody says that they're open to the business, once somebody wants to have a long-term understanding of it, in addition to sending maybe fast track to executive, or, to Jim Coover's compensation plan. I also love the Chris Harder compensation plan. I really make sure that I share this kind of information because Isagenix is a binary, because Isagenix, we do not get paid on levels. I don't even consider Isagenix to be a multi-level marketing company, okay? Because we're not paid on levels. We're paid on our entire organization, with each business center being worth $702,000 a year, with an additional $702,000 matched in our 10%. So, and as we do this, guys, and it's literally, we're using the products, we're sharing the products, we're finding customers, and we're identifying product shares and business builders. And there's a really big difference between a casual share and a business builder. And so, if you want to attract business builders, you have to be a business builder, right? So there's a difference between a share and a builder. And I know a lot of things that gets people caught up is how to talk to people about rejection. We're in our heads, or, we don't want to to say the wrong thing. So that's why I'm so excited. You know, we have the Colors program that's kicking off tomorrow. And I think Tanya's going to be joining us here. I'll have to see on the reasons, so that way we can share this with customers. We can find people. We can communicate effectively and redirect and align with anybody so where we match their need, and we don't have to worry about that rejection and be all in our head. So, you know, and I just, as we're going through and we're looking at these figures and these numbers, you know, if you think about an Isagenix or, you know, network marketing, and how some people say, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. And I think we've all seen this picture for an Isagenix. So I use nursing, so you can take yourself and anybody that you're ever speaking to, right? Because you want to be certain that network marketing and if the Isagenix vehicle is the greatest vehicle out there. Like, I am certain when I speak to people that I am offering them the very best opportunity, because I understand this. As a nurse, I could have never gotten to the CEO of the hospital salary, ever. It wasn't going to happen. I was paid based on a title, not paid based on production, okay? So if you have not read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's the #1 finance book of all time, best-selling. So I would encourage you to pick it up. You can listen to it on audio, or you can pick it up. And 95% of the population, you guys, is on the left side of the quadrant. They're an employee or they're a small business. 5% of the population is in big business, and that allows them to get into investing, meaning they have leverage, meaning people on the right side have money putting on overalls and going to work for them instead of them working for money. And you're paid time and time and time again after the initial investment has been made. So, and again, I want you guys to understand this thing called leverage and the power of duplication and geometric progression that we all have access to. If you're working one person for 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, that's a 40-hour work week. Anybody in here work more than 40 hours a week? As a nurse, I definitely was doing overtime so I could get my $1,500 every 2 weeks instead of $1,200. At 10 people at just 1.5 hours a day for 5 days a week, that's 75 hours of production. 20 people at 1.5 hours for 5 days a week, that's 150 hours that you're able to produce. So you're producing now 150 hours. If you were working off of your sole efforts, okay, if you were working 5 days a week for 24 hours a day, the most that you could produce is 150 hours. That's it. 120 hours. You could not produce more than 120 hours. So right here with 20 people just doing 1.5 hours, you've already out exceeded what you could have done off your sole efforts. So I'm somebody, I would rather earn 1% off of 1,000 people's efforts than 100% off of my own effort, okay? So, and really ask yourself that question. Start thinking in terms of production, you guys, because that's what's leverage. We all know that if we don't know it, we deserve to get on a compensation plan training video of the upfront money and bonuses with Isagenix. It's our job to communicate that to people that we are bringing on that are open to hearing about the opportunity, right? And we have to tell everybody about that there's an opportunity matched with these amazing products that are transforming lives. I just got back from, I'm still in Pennsylvania, of this young boy, Hunter, 16 years old. You guys, he's down almost 60 pounds, because he was so overweight. He was pre-diabetic and he has his health back, and it's just started this health revolution over on the west side of Pennsylvania. So these are amazing products that we can share with anybody. As you see an Isagenix compensation plan, you guys, this, no matter how it might look confusing or circles are drawn out everywhere, this is our entire compensation plan. It literally is the entire thing. If you do this 5 times, you're an executive. If you share, they share 5 times, you are an executive in Isagenix. So this is what I'm going to focus with you guys right here, though, this 6%, this residual income, and really showing you how those same numbers in that penny, that same number is able to happen in our compensation plan because we don't get paid on levels, okay? So we all know that every single product has a point value in Isagenix, and it goes in a vault. As long as we're eating our 100 points every 30 days, we're banking that volume, okay? That volume is banking. And as we're sharing this with people, that again, for those of us who are gonna be doing the Colors program, I'm just so excited for you guys because Rod and Tanya are freaking brilliant with aligning with people, so rejection is never anything. You're gonna be able to get a lot of points going into our volume. So this green spot right here is your Isagenix real estate. right? Again, you guys, it's worth 702,000 in the 6% and an additional 702,000 and the 10% that Isagenix will match you. And I don't know if you guys know, but you get to re-enroll above yourself and benefit off your first center for your next 600 points. If you guys don't know what a cycle is, you got to learn what a cycle is. You have to watch that compensation plan. Watch Lynn Hagedorn do it. Watch Fast Track to Executive. Draw it out. Draw it out with your team members, your spouse, anybody who will listen to you. Draw it out. I'm going to do a recording of me drawing it out on a piece of paper. But you guys, so here it is, manager, right? Over time, my question to you is this, and this is what I ask everybody. This is what I ask everybody who's open to the Isagenix business. And I'm telling you, when I started showing this, my business changed. When I was talking to Kathy Coover up at Top Achievers, and I was blessed to be her partner, and I was like, a piece of advice, she said, Casey, you have to show it to everybody. Make sure that your team is showing this to everybody. Okay. So are we showing this? Do we know it? And the best way to show somebody something is to teach ourselves, right? Because this is going to duplicate. Do you think you can find 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right who understand it, who get these figures? And again, that's not a casual share, but that is a builder like myself, like so many of you that are on this call, right? Amanda, Jordan, I saw you guys on this call, that people that are sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing and educating people and telling people this story until we are blue in the face, right? To our Isagenix green in the face, maybe somewhat nauseating. And again, not pestering people with it, but people who have expressed interest in it, right? So this is going to happen in your organization, because once you find a true builder, they don't stop finding other builders. They're going to find 2 on their left and 2 on their right for sure. Okay. Now, 83% of people just consume the products, right? And I love our product users. Oh my gosh. And how many of us started out just consuming these amazing products and then decided to share it? This is what manifests within your organization. Okay. Of just the people, if they were just purchasing 100 points, if your builders were just purchasing 100 points to stay active to build this business. I don't know what that red line is there. I have no idea. But this is arithmetic progression line. I know what that was. That was called my nursing salary increase. I received a $1.50 raise as a nurse. A $1.50 raise was my salary increase as a nurse. So, here is this geometric progression that I'm really going to talk to you guys on because of the way that Jim Coover is so brilliant and designed this compensation plan. Do you know anybody who doesn't spend 150, we'll tackle on $30 for tax and shipping. I don't know what state people are in, but $180 on food every single month. Do you know anybody that spends less than that? And if they're spending less than that, it's definitely on junk. And if people are spending that money on junk and less than that, then we deserve to educate them about, for sure, this compensation plan and how to get their products paid for, because that's the only inventory you eat. Now you can check with your accountant in your state. I write that off. So I'm even writing off my overhead that I'm consuming, and I'm just taking money that I was already spending and reallocating it. My driver today, on my way to the other side of Pennsylvania, he was telling me about how he invested $60,000 into a pizza shop, right? That small business. And lo and behold, it failed. It failed in its first year, right? A small business can end up owning you guys. An employee, you stop working, you stop getting paid. But that big business and investment, that right side of the quadrant, that's what Isagenix is. So you have 4 people who each enrolled 4. I want to do screenshots on this, you guys. Do screenshots on this. Start screenshotting. So get your camera out. Start screenshotting. I am recording it, but screenshot these numbers. And if you can sleep tonight at all, and you're not up, like really your brain's turning, you're not comprehending these numbers. You're not if you can sleep or you're not so excited, you enroll 4 people. Those people each enroll 4. Now you're at 16. 16 each enroll 4. Now you're at 64. 64 each enroll 4. Now you're at 256 people. And again, you guys, I'm talking about builders that are purchasing just the minimum of 100 points. That's over $50,000 of product moving through your organization. And the cycle payout in that would be over $2,000 a month in residual income. Do you guys realize you would have to have over $800,000 for the way that interest works in most bank accounts to be earning $2,000 a month in residual income on your money sitting in a bank? What do you think is easier? Do you think it's going to be easier to educate two on your left and two on your right about what I'm educating right now, getting them in front of this information and getting people that love eating the Isagenix food, or accumulating $800,000 in the bank with your current job or your current small business right now? Which one's easier? Okay, we're going to take it a step further. Now you have 256 people who each enrolled for. That's now 1,024 people. So you've had a quantum leap. Tackle on the add them all up. Bam, you're over 1,300 people. You guys, that's over $200,000 of groceries moving through your organization. And because we earn 6% and we're not paid based on levels, we earn over $8,000 a month in residual income. You've had a quantum leap here. This is where the sum becomes greater than the whole, and you really start seeing it. Right here, you have over 4,000 people now that join in that quantum field. How I'm seeing hundreds of people a month join my organization right now, right? Because I'm going into my year 5. 100 points of that, you guys, that's over $30,000 a month in residual income. As a nurse, as anything else, was I residual income, you guys, whether I'm working it or not, from the original work that I put in, right? Because true leaders and true builders, they're acting on their own, right? Like they're out there and they're going and they keep going regardless of what we're doing. But you guys, that's what's manifesting in this compensation plan. One person each enrolls 4. Then those 4 each enroll 4. 16 each enroll 4. 64 each enroll 4. 256. That same math, you guys. But what happens, I think, is people are expecting the 6% too fast. We're getting so caught up in cycles or cycle chasing. And we're not really focusing on the long-term vision. I want you guys to think long-term vision of every single time that we're connecting with somebody, right? That it represents changing their life, possibly a hunter story, right? A kid getting his life back at 16 who was being made fun of, and because he was so overweight was pre-diabetic, right? And so you think about those kinds of stories. My gosh, Stephanie Robinson, her story of she couldn't keep her food down. She had such just horrible GI issues with eating. She was just miserable. She just hurt. She hurt all the time when she shares her story. And now, so like that's what those numbers represent. And so, I want to just talk to you about like direct sales and the difference with network marketing, and especially Isagenix. And a lot of companies are retail focused. They're retail focused on the initial sale and the one-time high commission off that initial sale. An example of that would be like a car salesman or maybe somebody in real estate. So take a soda and buy it for $1. Isagenix, so we don't drink sodas, right? So take a bottled water and for $1 and turn around and sell it for $2, right? When you stop making that sale, the money stops. Once the original transaction is done, it's done. That's sales. That's a job. That's a left side quadrant. That's not big business of leverage, and it's not creating passive residual income. Take it a step further. All right. In network marketing, we get our first vending machine. We get our ultimate pack. We get our premium pack, right? We get our basic 30-day pack, or our most popular pack, the one I started with, the value pack, right? Those are the 4 vending machines that we get when we start Isagenix. So anywhere from $12 a day to $40 a day that we're paying, and it's the food we're eating and consuming. Anything that ever moves through that vending machine, we earn 6% when we help people get vending machines. That's our job, and Isagenix does all the back work. They do the shipping, they do the handling, they do the call center, they do the support, the legal team, the payout team. I can tell you guys, when I was in Arizona last week, I went to the corporate office. Oh, I should have put some pictures of that in here. And I'll show that in a minute. And I went to the corporate office, and I saw Man, I fell more in love with Isagenix than I already was. If you can even believe that I fell more in love with Isagenix, and seeing the behind the scenes that we have a multi-billion dollars, such a strong company with morals, with integrity, with legacy written all over it. I mean, that's what's backing me. And all I do is eat it, love it, share it, and show other people how to do that too. That's my only thing that I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Like, why am I not sharing it with more people? Why am I not learning how to connect with more people? Why was I not in Rod's color program a year ago, right? Of how to connect with anybody. And why? Because this is not a pyramid. Corporate America is a pyramid. Corporate America is what keeps us stuck. Complacency is a disease. How does somebody go from and these are my earnings. You can go to isagenixearnings.com to see the disclaimer. This is not a get in, get rich quick. This is not saying this is what you're going to earn. You guys, when I got these numbers, I went all in. Now, you can be all in your spare time and part-time. You can say, you know what, maybe because Casey, was just going crazy and working so much in it and just was nutso. I don't want to do that much time right now. That's okay, right? Big goals, big action. But even if this, again, took you 10, 15, 20 years, where else are you going to start doing 30, 40, 50, have the opportunity to be doing $30, $40, $50,000 a month in residual income, because that 6%, each business center, you can do $53,000 a month in residual income. So how does somebody give themselves over a $10,000 jump? How is that possible in 1 year? Because I'm being paid based on leverage. People are leveraging each other, right? I'm educating people about this. This is an older one, but my highest month to date is like $57,900, and my highest week being $17,500 a week. Okay, so that was a leadership burnout pay. So, I was an absolute hot mess when I started, you guys. I was a hot mess. I would pounce on people. I didn't know what I was doing. It was very, very ugly. If I reached out to you in the beginning, you probably said no. Some of you guys came back to me after seeing that I was consistent and I was willing to work on my skill set. And so thank you for for coming back and giving me another chance after I verbal vomited all over you. And again, this is not something that if somebody wasn't interested, that I'm just creating curiosity and aligning with somebody that I'm going to show them, right? But once somebody is interested, I really do, you guys, I cast the full earning potential. And before I had the earning potential or the numbers, I would show it. I would use the penny example. I show the upfront money. Learn how to draw that compensation plan. That's everybody's, my challenge to every single person is to learn how to draw the compensation plan out for all the bonus structures and to understand cycles. Because that right there is what really changed my business. It's such an intense level. So I'm going to see if we have the amazing, I don't know if she was able to, let's see. Tanya, if you're on, can you chat so I can find you? I know you guys have been traveling, so I don't know. But today is the last call for, let's see, today's the last call for to join for the Colors program. So the Colors program starts tomorrow. I will put the link to the Colors program. I know, again, a lot of us are doing it, and it is not the, forgot his name, David Woods. It is not the David Woods personality program. It is the ability to be able to align, right? To understand what people are intrinsically motivated by and what they're externally are focused on, okay? And what really drives somebody. So when we're communicating with somebody and we're asking them to take a look, or we're matching them up with solution, that it's never about us, and that rejection is going to become a thing of the past. And I can tell you guys, just using the colors of the little bit of knowledge that I have known, I've been getting people reactivated because I've gotten more centered into listening and asking different questions and listening to how they're motivated, that were inactive that are now coming to celebration. right? So using it for that. So not just inviting people to take a look, but what about once you're product users, or you have a happy product user, and then you can use that to really, you know, cast the vision then. So I want to just, you know, there is the championship challenge that's also coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow, Martha Whitfield and I are doing a Zoom. It is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she is going to be talking about the challenge that's coming up that Isagenix is doing. You know, that teams are going to get together, kind of like if anybody's ever familiar, like with the Isa Derby in the past. So that will be taking place. So. Definitely, it's going to be something that you can bring people who are interested in learning more about Isagenix as a whole. So that's what's going on. I know there's so many people that are, you know, congratulations to everybody who hit that June and boom. There's so many people that did it. I know, you know, in the groups we're celebrating them, but your free hotel, meeting Jim and Kathy Coover. So super, super exciting, $200. And then of course, the Crystal Executive, you know, that everybody is on the race for right now. That's coming up. So if you guys are going through that, keep going. I don't care how late you have to stay up, how early you have to get up. If that's your goal, you guys, you can do it. And, you know, I just, again, do you know what you have here with Isagenix? I can't believe it. Like, I just want to work even more. And I'm so grateful, you know, just for it. Just Jim and Kathy Cooper, you guys, you just don't understand what that corporate office, if you haven't been in the corporate office, you have to go. Get your belief into a 10. I shared a podcast in the groups that Laura Steven did about casting the vision for people. If you have not listened to that podcast, make it a number one priority for yourself to listen to that podcast about how to cast the vision for the business of Isagenix. Listen to that podcast. It's everything she said. I was like, yes, 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 yes. So if anybody, let me see, does anybody want to celebrate anybody? I just, again, LaDonna and Randall, you guys, I see you guys, the June and boom. So congrats. I'm so excited. You guys, if you're not registered for celebration yet, get registered. We got to go cheer on Laura, you know, is going to totally be the Isa Body Challenge, the handover, to see Albie hand over the challenge to Laura and the trophy. So she's going to be on there. So yeah. Does anybody have anything that they want? Let me make sure I can let people unmute themselves. And again, I'm going to post a link. And again, there is a payment plan with the Colors program. And I think the payment you can do $60 a month. $60 a month to get in this training with Rod Harrison, who is a mentor to Kathy Coover, who mentors billionaires on communication and relationships. And we have access to this one-on-one training, right? This intimate group setting with Rod and Tanya for $60 a month. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's going out and having that's your bar tab. If you're going out and having some drinks, okay, that's less than your bar tab, right? So invest in yourself. Invest, just like, you know, on the right side of the quadrant that we showed, we have our business, big business, and we have the investors. This is an investment. This is not even a cost if you want to do this program, because what it's going to return to you, your return on investment is going to be so rich, because you're going to just be even more equipped now for those 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And I'm telling you guys, you are 1 to 2 conversations away, connections away from changing your entire financial destiny with the way that the compensation plan of Isagenix is. Do you know that? And again, a shout out to the whole Pennsylvania team over there in the West. I'm over here, I think now on the East Coast more so. I thought it was like, my geography is just, you don't have to be good in geography or numbers really to build this business. Those are really the only numbers that I know. And it's just because I've memorized them with math. So you don't have to be good in those things to build this business. But, and they're rocking. You guys just did so great. Missy and Stacy and Lori and just everybody that came out there. And again, Lexi and Hunter, just such awesome kids. And Katie and Gino get excited for them too. So it's just so fun to see young people get this information and intentional personal development. So does anybody have anything they want to put in the chat? Or Cindy is coming to celebration. Yay! And congratulations, Raylene and Troy. You got your June and boom too. Yay! So, all right. Well, if there's no questions, I will be putting the link. And again, I'm just going to check to see if Tanya was able to. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I can unmute everybody. Tanya, she was able. They got in. I know travel. Sometimes you just get stuck. All right. All right, guys. One new message. Missy Turk. Lexi is hanging on to every word. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Joe and Shanna, see you guys. June and Boom. So fun. You guys get to celebration. Get to celebration. It changes. It'll change everything if you allow it. So, all right. I'm going to post a lot of stuff I'm going to post. So everybody has tons of access to it. I'm going to post the colors link. If you still want to do that, last call for that. I'm going to post A History of Isagenix by Kathy Coover. I'll post Jim Coover's brilliant thing that Laura Stevens talks about in the compensation plan when I post this recording. So I think that's all that I said. If I missed out on anything, just text me. So woohoo, Cody Cole, newest consultant. That's super fun. And because he's been an avid product user for a very long time and consumes a lot of Isagenix, and we bank on our own points, he just pulled out mega cycles out of that bank. So way to go on all those cycles too, Cody. That's super fun of just sitting there and being a loyal product user. Can we enroll in colors tomorrow, or does it have to be tonight? You can enroll tomorrow, just before it starts tomorrow. So yeah. Lori Fritz, consultant. Yay! Consultant is the most magical rank, isn't it? Right? Because it's all we do is just consultant after consultant. Because 2 consultants is managers, and that 5 times is executive, right? The colors is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is recorded. So there is going to be, it's on Mondays and Thursdays, I think, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure Mondays and Thursdays. Is that it? Okay, for people that are in. Okay, yeah, Mondays and Thursdays. So I'm telling you guys will be blown away. I'm so excited for everybody to be doing that Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's the 10th. All right, Kathy, I got to check on that. Let me I'll post it when I post a thing, just to make sure. So, but it is, I know for 100%, it's 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twice a week. So, okay, yeah. So it rolls out Monday, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays is the live calls. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the live calls, but it rolls out tomorrow. We get like the first opening of like your prep before you get on the call. So, all right. Anything else? All right, you guys, get on that. I'm also going to post the link for the challenge that's going on. I'm also going to post that link so everybody can get on and see the facts, answers, and questions about the ISA Derby challenge. So, all right, they are recorded, Kathy. And there was some, that I was in, and like with traveling or pre-made things before I, did a program with Rod and Tanya that I wasn't able to get on live, and I just got on the recording and then just participated. Because the group's always live in the chat. So guys, share these numbers with people. Cast the vision. Don't hold this part back of Isagenix. It's not just about the products. We have to share the opportunity, because again, those numbers were representation of people who are builders. How can somebody be a builder if they don't know what they're going after? We have to share it with everybody. So, and it's for everybody. Don't prejudge. Don't be a prejudger, right? Oh, it would be good for them or not for them, right? Anybody ever been a prejudger before? Me. So, all right, Laura, how are you feeling? I'd love for you to just tell us how you're feeling going into being in front of thousands of people, so we can all see you get that beautiful award and be the newest IsaBody Challenge winner. We know it's going to happen.
I'm a little excited and a little scared, but scared means exciting things. And I'm really excited to do this 4 colors. I've done it once, and I'm excited that everybody's doing it with me this time. It's going to change everything, you guys. It's amazing.
You use Rod's programs a lot. I know you spoke to Rod's programs with your success and your health transformation. Just touch it. Like, what was the difference that you saw for yourself in making such a massive transformation of using the healthy mind and body and just Rod's type of identity and reprogramming and understanding?
Oh, the healthy mind and body. We've been doing it since we started. I've done it almost I'm finishing my third time. I won't stop doing it. Starting from conception to deception, we all go through those every day, no matter how many times you do it. So it's great to be reminded when to recognize it and when to move in to identity and transformation. It's amazing. And that program helped Myron and I get through roadblocks we didn't even know how to get through. And I haven't stopped with Growth U. That is, I love it. I'm addicted to it. It's my new addiction, and it's mind-blowing and fascinating, and I'm so excited that everybody's on board with those 4 colors, because I need to do it again just to refresh and get everything moving again, you know? It's an amazing, amazing program, and Rod and Tanya, they're gonna rock your guys' world. So I'm excited.
Investor. You are an investor, an investor, an investor. So.
And it works, you guys. Look, you never know, because you got somebody on this call could be the next finalist. We're going to find out in about next week or so. So keep rocking your ice of bodies, everybody.
Yes. Ice of bodies. So I know. I just was talking to Tom's shooting for that. I got to meet one that's going for it big. So I know a lot of you guys on here go for it. So, all right, guys, great call. I'll get all that stuff posted, and everybody just have a magical Sunday night. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Let those numbers sink in. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Casey.